Hello everyone. Critiquing and reviewing a video game is certainly not something that seems like it would be hard to do to me, but rather enjoyable. I'm sure there are some people who play games as much as I do, and today I'd like to talk about a certain game that just made its way out since the middle of October. I'm sure some of you enjoyed games like Left 4 Dead or DayZ and Dead Island. COD players beware though, as this is no regular easy zombie mode game. This is the first zombie MMO, the War Z. War Z is a zombie survival shooter MMO that is, as of now, only available on PC. The game is currently in development by Hammerpoint Interactive and is currently in open alpha as of October 15th, 2012. The story is, a virus got out and now nearly everyone has been infected, 95% of the population. And a few years have passed, and you are a survivor, and you must continue to live and survive in this post-apocalyptic world. War Z puts you in a very large map that can take anywhere from 1 to 2 hours to just walk across. It's immense. There are multiple hosted servers that have a player cap at the moment of 40. By the game's release, they look to have about 250 players per server and expand their maps even further to make it an immense and immersive experience. The environment and the only map they have out now is called Colorado, and it's a rough interpretation of the state of Colorado. The part of the map that they currently have open to players has 2 major cities that are very large, a few smaller towns, and things like an airport or military camps. Not all the houses in the environment are enterable, but by the end of next year, they want to have at least 95% of the houses completely unenterable, even the skyscrapers in the city. So it'll really be something to look forward to. When it's daytime, though, you can see pretty much everything, but when it's night, it's as if it were actually nighttime and you were in the middle of the woods. You can barely navigate, just in like real life, and you need a flashlight. The environment is really immersive, and you have to avoid zombies, as they will generally kill you in 5 to 6 swings. You can take them on if you wish, but at your own risk. Since this is a survival game, you'll have to compete against zombies, hunger and thirst, and the biggest threat that I've learned the hard way, other players, as they will try to kill you. You are given nothing more than a flashlight, some granola bars, and some water, and then you're thrown into this set in a few years in the future MMO. Scattered around the world though are weapons and foods and drinks, and you have to get them to survive, as you will run out of your own, where you'll have to scavenge for your own stuff. The combat merely consists of shooting and aiming your guns and a melee weapon system, which is also they're all first person based. But if you shoot your guns, beware that this is going to attract zombies, as zombies are attracted to noise. Just as if you were to run near them, it's going to attract them more than walking. But more than zombies, you're going to attract other players who are going to want your guns. So you'll have to shoot at your own risk, or risk dealing with bandits that will kill you and take your stuff. missions, no levels. This is an open world MMO. And anyone can take your items if they kill you. If you die, you will lose your weapons, you will lose all your items. You're not getting them back unless you kill someone else, find some new ones, or try to retrieve your stuff. Any characters that you have that die are dead for 1 hour, and you cannot revive them until then. You cannot play them, they're completely locked out. If all your characters die, you can delete them and make a new one. And then you'll have to start over with no zombie kills or anything. This gets recorded. So I cannot think of a better game that really makes you understand that survival is really important. Engaging in combat can be really rewarding or punishing, and so you really have to think through what you're doing. In the game itself, there's no soundtrack. It's mostly ambient noises that are just random. Like you'll hear birds or stuff like that, wind, and sometimes there'll be sound cues like violin strings and then the sudden stop just to creep you out. There are a roar. You can hear every so often a roar of what they call an alpha zombie, which we don't know much of yet, as this game is only an alpha, but we can only assume that it's going to be a very more powerful zombie that you're going to have to really be smart about engaging. So it's constantly being updated and changed. You only pay once, and the rest of your entire account, you will receive anything they do in the future going to that game. On just the 4th day alone, there were over 100,000 active accounts and over 86,000 people playing daily and 22,000 players at any given second on all their servers they had at the time. And that's when they had anywhere from 1 to 100 servers. I played on day one. There were a fair amount of problems, as you can expect in an alpha version of the game, which is just an early release of it. And it's still amazing. You can only imagine how fast the game blew up around the world. Even now, I can't really imagine how many people are playing it now. It's really just a great game, and it really took off. The game itself, though, is very mature, and it's not recommended for children. The environment is incredibly tense, and just sneaking around is a trial in its own. Just surviving, it's really intense. Because anything can happen. You can get shot, killed, or encounter other players. Maybe they want to help you, maybe they want to betray you. You're not going to know, just like in a real zombie apocalypse. These are things you're going to have to deal with. So it's good practice for the imminent future. The graphics are great for how they are right now, and in the future they're going to be improved more. They're really doing a good job with communicating with the community, and they're improving with each patch they do, which is just going over the game, making it even better, fixing bugs. I really recommend this game to anybody who is an advocate of zombies and loves zombie anything. It's really just fun. But keep in mind, every decision will have an impact on whether you live or how quickly you die. Enjoy.